In Islam, we're taught to get to know someone, yes indeed. And you are allowed to get to know, as much as you'd like to, prior to the marriage, on condition that you've involved the folks who are supposed to be involved. I want to swear by Allah that every other day I have an email of someone telling me that they are marrying someone they do not want to marry. They're in total and absolute love with someone else, but their parents are forcing them. And I'm thinking, we're living in the 21st century. How can we allow that as Muslimin? How does it reflect upon Islam and the Muslims? And then you want to complain that we have a divorce and so on. I have people who have told me, and hundreds of them, if not thousands, that my father has just forced me to get married and I don't want to marry. I don't have anyone in mind, but I don't want to marry this guy. How can we call ourselves Muslims who fear Allah? What representation are we providing for what we stand for? Subhanallah. People will think of Islam and Muslims as being backward, and yet we're not. We're promoting the fulfillment of the rights of your own kids, your own children. So my brother, quickly getting back to what you were saying, Islam teaches us to involve before you get to know the person just on your own. The two of you are sitting, shaitan is the third, as we're taught. But if you involve someone, you may have interactions with them. You have to interact with the opposite sex. That's something we need to know. Whether it's your mother, your sisters, a strange person, there will come a time in your life you have to interact even with someone who's a total stranger. That interaction, Islam doesn't say it shouldn't be there. It says it needs to be within that which is respectable and acceptable. That's it. I mean, I've met millions of people, women, a lot of them who are not related to me at all. For as long as it's respectable, within the limits, acceptable, we've greeted, we've helped, we've spoken to, we've tried, wherever possible, we've helped. And the same applies to all of us. I mean, if you see someone on the street, for example, they need help, you as a Muslim should be the first one to rush to help them. You don't say, no, I'm not a mahram, I'm running away. And you wait for someone who's not even perhaps a Muslim or maybe an Islamophobe to come and laugh and do something that is nasty. May Allah protect us. So this is why we say, society, sometimes we need to understand the deen and what we're taught, rather than just doing what we think, which is not even a part of the deen. So sometimes, like I say, you have to interact with the opposite sex, you get to know them. There comes a point when, look, I need to involve someone here because I want to know a little bit more. I have advocated, and I have done it today and every other day, when I've spoken about marriage, for parents to become involved and to try and take seriously what their children bring up to them. And so if someone says, listen Dad, there's a guy interested in me, are you interested in him? Well, yeah, I think so, I want to get to know him. Well, Dad, you know what? I think if it's not haram, you need to help. So that would help. May Allah make it easy for us.